My name is Jeffrey Yang, and I'm an incoming senior at Milestone High, and my project is this mechanical arm right here. So, in the previous milestone video, I only built the physical arm and the controller, but um, this milestone is mainly focusing on the electronics and the programming of the controller and the arm. So, as you can see here, this arm is now wired to the actual board right here, and as you move the joysticks on the controller, the arm moves as well. So all four servos work perfectly fine. And then some struggles that came up during this process was just figuring out the wiring and getting the program to work. I first just tested each individual servo to make sure that was working, and then after that I slowly put everything together. After this part though, I wanted to make the arm wireless. As you can see, this controller is kind of restrictive as it's wired. So in order to do that, we have to use this Bluetooth chip and upload the other code. So once that's connected, if you go into the app and press connect Bluetooth and select the chip right there, it will say connect, and then you can now press the buttons and the robot arm will move according to which button you press. So some challenges that I faced when making this app is that when you press the button, the robot arm does not complete its full range of motion, and so you have to press the button multiple times in order for it to complete the full range. It's not ideal, but for now it's working. So theoretically in the future, in the next milestone, I'll be able to fix that. And another thing that came up during this process was the programming of the app. That was new to me, as my experience with programming is very minimal, but in the end I eventually just took my time with learning and watching videos, and I made the code. So as you can see here, this is the code for the Bluetooth controlled arm. So it's very similar to the joystick controlled arm, as you can see right here, except the code reads the inputs from the Bluetooth connection and then outputs the servo motion here. And then as for how the MIT App Inventor website looks like, on this screen it looks squished, but on the actual phone it will look fine. And then this is the blocks. These two blocks are kind of just for Bluetooth connection. As you can see here, it will say connected once it's connected, and then these 8 blocks are for moving the arm. So the reason why these have so many call blocks is because, as I mentioned earlier, the range of motion was very little. So in order to make the arm move more to each button press, I just repeated the call function many times. And this is obviously not ideal, but for now it works, and it works fine. So it's also another improvement I can touch up on the next milestone. Concluding this milestone, this arm can be improved in stability as well. As you can see here, if I move the arm too much, the whole base shakes, and it's obviously prone to falling. So stability is definitely a point of improvement. And another thing that I have in mind for modifications is just any kind of motion control. So that will be looked on in the next milestone.